The World Figure Skating Championships is an annual figure skating competition sanctioned by the International Skating Union. Medals are awarded in the categories of men's singles, ladies singles, pair skating, and ice dancing. Generally held in March, the World Championships are considered the most prestigious of the ISU Championships, which also include the European Championships, the Four Continents Championships, and the World Junior Championships. With the exception of the Olympic title, a world title is considered to be the highest competitive achievement in figure skating. The corresponding competition for junior-level skaters is the World Junior Championships. The corresponding competition for senior-level synchronized skating is the World Synchronized Skating Championships, and for junior-level the World Junior Synchronized Skating Championships. History: The Internationale Eislaufvereinigung formed in 1892 to govern international competition in speed and figure skating. The first championship, known as the Championship of the Internationale Eislaufvereinigung, was held in St. Petersburg in 1896. The event had 4 competitors and was won by Gilbert Fuchs. The championships were presumed all-male since competitive skating was generally viewed as a male sport. However, there were no specific rules regarding the gender of competitors. In 1902, Madsuas entered the championships, and won the silver medal. The 1903 ISU Congress considered gender issues but passed no new rules. The 1905 Congress established a second-class ladies competition. Winners were to be known as ISU, not world champions. Men's and ladies events were normally held separately. The first ladies competition was in 1906 and held in Davos, won by Suez. The first pairs competition was held in St. Petersburg in 1908, even though in some countries pairs competition was illegal and considered indecent. One such country was Japan, which had applied for the Winter Olympics in 1940. Early championships for both ladies and pairs, previously titled merely as the ISU Championships, were retroactively given World Championship status in 1924. In the early years, judges were invited by the host country and were often local. At the 1927 ladies event held in Oslo, 3 of the 5 judges were Norwegian. The 3 Norwegian judges gave first place to Norwegian competitor Sonja Henie, while the Austrian and German judges placed defending champion Herma Sabo first. The controversial result stood, giving Henie her first world title. However, following the controversy, the ISU introduced a rule allowing no more than 1 judge per country on the panel. The 1930 championships in New York City combined all 3 competitions into one event for the first time, and was also the first championships to be held outside Europe. Ice dancing entered the program officially in 1952, after having been an unofficial part of the championship since 1936. In 1960, the number of participants per country was limited to a maximum of 3 per discipline. Compulsory figures were removed from the World Championships in 1991. The 6.0 system was used for judging until the 2004 Championships, and the ISU judging system was used from the 2005 edition onwards. In the years of the Winter Olympics during the last few decades, when the World Championships are held around a month after the Olympic Games, there have been cases of the large proportion of Olympic medalists not attending. Reasons for foregoing the post-Olympics Worlds have included skaters needing rest for physical and mental exhaustion, and/or Olympic medalists wanting to go professional to cash in on their Games success. The ISU has begun discussing lengthening the time between the Games and the Worlds. Cancellations. The World Figure Skating Championships have been cancelled 15 times in its history, from 1915 Euro 1921 due to World War I, from 1940 Euro 1946 due to World War II, and in 1961 as a result of the loss of the entire American team in the crash of Sabena Flight 548. The 2011 championships, originally slated to be held in Tokyo, were initially considered for cancellation following the 2011 Japan earthquake, but were instead moved to Moscow. Eligibility and qualifying. Since 1996, skaters must be at least 15 before July 1 of the previous year. Thus, to compete at the 2010 Worlds, skaters had to be 15 or older before July 1, 2009. A skater must turn 15 before it becomes July 1 in their place of birth. Even an hour later is not accepted by the ISU. The World Junior Championships is the corresponding competition for skaters aged 13 to 19 who are not old enough for senior worlds or do not qualify. For a few years after the introduction of the 1996 age rules, a loophole existed for underage skaters who had medaled at junior worlds. The loophole was eventually eliminated. A few who had not medaled at junior worlds but had competed at senior worlds before the introduction of the rules, such as Tara Lipinski of the United States, were allowed to continue competing in senior worlds due to the grandfather clause. Since 2010, skaters must achieve minimum technical elements scores in the short and free programs at a prior international event in the ongoing or preceding season. The short and free scores may be attained at different international events. After an ISU Congress voted to eliminate the qualifying rounds, the TES minimums were raised for the 2013 World Championships. Competitors are entered by country. Each member nation of the International Skating Union is allowed 1 to 3 entries in each discipline based on the nation's performance at the previous championship. Member nations select their entries according to their own criteria. Some countries rely on the results of their national championships while others have more varied criteria, which may include success at certain international events or specific technical requirements. All of the selected skaters must meet the ISU's age and TES requirements. Because of the large number of entries at the World Championships, for some years the event included qualifying rounds for men and ladies. After the 2006 Championships in Calgary, Canada, the ISU Congress voted to eliminate the qualifying round. It was later reintroduced and then eliminated again after the 2012 World Championships. After the short program, the top 24 single skaters and top 20 pairs advanced to the free skate. In ice dance, the top 30 teams in the compulsory dance advanced to the original dance, and the top 24 after that segment advanced to the free dance. Countries earn a second or third entry for the following year's competition by earning points through skater placement. The points are equal to the sum of the placements of the country's skaters. Entries do not carry over and so countries must continue to earn their second or third spot every year. If a country only has one skater team, that skater team must place in the top 10 to earn a second entry and in the top 2 to earn 3 entries to next year's championships. If a country has 2 skaters teams, the combined placement of those teams must be 13 or fewer to qualify 3 entries, and 28 or fewer to keep their 2 entries. If they do not do so, they only have 1 entry for the following year. There are exceptions if a skater is forced to withdraw in the middle of the competition due to a medical emergency or equipment problems. Medalists. Men equals ladies equals pairs equals ice dancing equals. Records. Cumulative medal count. References. Sources: Hines, James R. Figure Skating, A History. University of Illinois Press. ISBN 978-0-252-07286-4. OCLC 59149288. Smith, Beverly. Figure Skating, A Celebration. McClellan and Stewart. ISBN 978-0-7710-2819-9. OCLC 30974224. ISU Results, Men PDF, ISU Results, Ladies PDF, ISU Results, Pairs PDF, ISU Results, Dance PDF, ISU Constitution and General Regulations 2006 PDF, ISU Special Regulations and Technical Rules, Single and Pair Skating and Ice Dancing 2006 PDF. External links: 2000 Championships, 2001 Championships, 2002 Championships, 2003 Championships, 2004 Championships at the International Skating Union, 2005 Championships at the International Skating Union, 2006 Championships at the International Skating Union, 2007 Championships at the International Skating Union, 2008 Championships at the International Skating Union, 2009 Championships at the International Skating Union, 2010 Championships at the International Skating Union.